13-year-old girl is behind bars for stabbing her 44-year-old mother to death after having her phone taken away from her. At 12:33 p.m. on Friday the 29th of March, authorities responded to 23 South Sherman Street in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania after receiving a 911 call from a teenage girl, later identified as Lataya Powell, who told dispatch that her mother Tamika Tucker was dead and it was all her fault. When officers arrived, they entered the residence and found Tamika deceased with multiple stab wounds to her neck, back, and a heavy flow of blood coming from her head. Officers followed a trail of blood to her bedroom and found 13-year-old Lataya Powell sitting on the floor with blood-stained hands and said she was sorry for killing her mother. Officers did not observe any signs that the girl had been assaulted. "I killed my mum, and she'll never forgive me if she's alive," she told an officer. She's been led out of the house while standing on the porch. She said she stabbed her mother during an argument and threw the weapon on a neighbour's doorstep. "I don't have my phone because my mum took it before our fight, and I'm the reason she's dead," she said. While being taken into custody, she said she felt regret, guilt and self-disgust before being placed into the back of a police vehicle. Police also found Lataya's 11-year-old brother with non-life-threatening stab wounds to the back and was transported to a local hospital for treatment. Investigators observed several kitchen drawers and cabinets were padlocked in the home. One drawer used to store cutlery had been broken into, with a padlock found on the ground nearby. Lataya is charged with homicide, 2 counts of aggravated assault, and tampering with evidence. She's been tried as an adult and is being held at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility without bail. The investigation into the matter continues. Walmart employee 19-year-old Adrian Jelks is on the run after killing 19-year-old Antavius Holton and injuring a young girl in a shooting at his workplace. The incident occurred at around 10 p.m. on Friday the 29th of March at a Walmart located at 125 Pavilion Parkway in Fayetteville, Georgia. Surveillance footage showed Adrian wearing a blue Walmart vest inside the store, as police say he was working the location at the time of the incident. Adrian reportedly got into an argument with Antavius, and as Antavius was leaving the store, Adrian pulled out a gun from his vest and shot Antavius twice in the back. Within 10 seconds of the shooting, Adrian fled the scene in a car that has since been found abandoned. A 9-year-old girl who was also inside the store at the time of the shooting was also injured. Medics rushed Antavius and the young girl to a local hospital, where Antavius died from his injuries, while the child remains in a stable condition and is expected to survive. Police are still searching for Adrian, who's wanted for murder and aggravated assault. Fayetteville Chief of Police Scott Gray said that officers were able to identify the shooter through video and other Walmart employees. He said that the shooting was not a random act of violence and that Adrian and Antavius may have known each other. He added that the 9-year-old girl was an innocent bystander who happened to be in the Walmart and was struck by a stray bullet fired by the suspect. Another 19-year-old, Sandra Ramiro Nunez, was arrested the following morning and charged as an accessory to the crimes of murder and aggravated assault, though investigators have not disclosed further details of her involvement. She remains held in the Fayette County Jail. In a release, Walmart said, "We're heartbroken by what happened in a Fayetteville store Friday night and extend our sympathies to the loved ones of those involved. We're working with law enforcement to assist them in any way we can as they investigate. Anyone with information about the incident is asked to contact Crime Stoppers. The investigation into the matter continues." A Georgia man is accused of murdering his 2 young daughters after their bodies were discovered inside a burning vehicle. 36-year-old Adan Panzo was charged with felony murder, malice murder and arson. At just before midnight on Friday the 29th of March, officers from the Webster County Sheriff's Office and Fire Department and emergency personnel responded to a report of a car fire at a home on Miller Kennedy Road in Preston, Georgia. Once the fire was extinguished, firefighters discovered Adan's young children, a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old girl, dead inside the vehicle. The father of 2 was arrested after allegations of locking his children inside the car and setting it on fire after a domestic dispute with his wife. It's unclear what the argument was about. Adan is being held at the Webster County Jail. The investigation into the matter continues,